apologize if I've interrupted your Saturday morning. Or if you're in the Midwest and the East Coast, it is officially noon. People are a little confused. I think people forget where I stand and how I got involved in all this in the first place. So allow me to clear the air and allow me to discuss everything from last year to this moment. Now, I'm not going to give you guys the full detail, but what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to tell you guys my side, all right? Whether you like it or not, this is what's happened. CRM 509, first one in here. What's up, brother? We're at 3 live in here right now. So, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sid Jones tell-all, the truth about everything. So, last year, we were discussing punk rock. We were discussing music. I was doing reviews 3 times a day even. We talked about some Juggalo shit. Talked about some Gorilla Voltage. Then we talked about a little video. Take a nap, crazy, because I want this to be in your subconscious. Last year, Real Wolf Presents Real Goons came out, with King Gordy coming back with his horrorcore shit. First time that we had seen since Hail Dark Lord Vader. And I said, whoever signs Gordy gets my vote. Fast forward 3 months. Attack of the Ninjas, first ever. Last American Rockstars makes a surprise appearance. After that, they were officially announced as the new artists on a label known as Magic Ninja Entertainment. I kept true to my word to back Lars. Savage Life came out. 3 days later, their logo was released. Or the following day, their logo was released, and 3 days after that, I got it tatted on my arm for life. I got involved representing a record label based off of somebody that they had signed to back. And while I happened to be doing that, what's up, Inquisitor? While I happened to be doing that, I decided, fuck it, I'm going to work with some other artists. I'm going to work with some shit. I'm going to do some shit. And with that came more opportunity. Jimmy Don being featured on How to Gag a Maggot, and Jimmy Don, King Gordy doing this project together on Sick Fucks record label in Minnesota. That apparently got enough drive because Jimmy Don hits up Sid Jones months later and says, hey man, appreciate what you did for that review. Never forgot you for it. How about you come out for a video shoot? In that amount of time, I've already been in the Lit music video shoot. I was already promoting cocaine in Miami, and I was working close with a gentleman that goes by the name of Fury. Now, here's the part that nobody knows. People were accusing Fury of some shit that I was not made aware of. Am I still aware of it? Absolutely not. Did I come out and say some shit? Absolutely fucking not. Period. I worked with the Last American Rockstars and whoever was on their fucking team. Whoever was there, being a part of that project that I believed in, that I stayed true to. A gentleman comes out right around the time that Savage Life comes out. What's up, Roxy Riddlebox? And says, quote, if this is a sign of what's to come from the Last American Rockstars, we're in good shape. This individual's exact words. Now, the same individual, Turncoats, talks shit on Lars. I have always kept true to where I stand. Thank you. Appreciate you. And the Last American Rockstars brought Rox TV and I together. Shortly after that, we met at the Grimy video shoot, actually, which shouts out to Fury for getting me out there. I have no beef with Fury. We'll get to this other shit here in a minute. And he was the one who got me down into the basement where D12 had started. Got me on 7 Mile. Got damn near 2 million people to see me. Shouts out to Seven the General for putting that up on his fucking YouTube. So I reached out to Seven the General. I am friends with him on Facebook. He is my dude. Bizarre of D12, my dude. King Gordy, my dude. Fury, him and I have had our back and forth. He's been the big brother to me. Whatever you say about Fury, it's never been business between us other than I was trying to make Lethal Weekend a success. That was the only bit of business that Fury and I ever had. However, he coached me, gave me opportunity, and helped me be there with the Last American Rockstars. I missed out on opportunity with Fury, which hurt him, which upset Bizarre when they got to be in Eminem's studio where they had filmed, or I'm sorry, where they had recorded the Marshall Mathers LP. some shady LP. And as I'm sitting here and we're discussing the ROC interview that you guys evidently liked and to which I appreciate, I get a sit-down interview with the ROC, not on screen, but side by side, where we shared our energy. We shared our conversations. We had some laughs. Same thing with Team Money Green. The same thing we tried doing with the Jimmy Don and King Gordy interview, which unfortunately didn't come out quality-wise. But I fought for that interview just because I wanted to hear their story. It's never been about who's doing the interview. It's about the story that's being told. And I've always represented these guys to the best of my ability when it came to ROC, GMO Ski, Gorilla Voltage, the Last American Rockstars. When it comes to Magic Ninja Entertainment as a whole, I figure if I'm going to back Lars and work with Lars and have their back 110%, me being their dude, I figure we all got to work together. We all got to fucking get along, right? What's up, Fat Scott? We all got to get along, right? Like you got a job and you're trying to get along with everybody. Well, sometimes that doesn't happen, right? Sometimes some shit happens in the workplace. Sometimes some drama pops off. And I sat there and I wondered to myself, is it worth it? And the truth of the matter is, yes and no. But if it costs me any opportunity to work with anybody that I so choose, it ain't like that. See, what people don't understand is that, yeah, I talked to Yaya the Gremlin about his music that he was doing with an individual. And I backed that individual on this idea while him and I have had our disagreements. My goal, after working with Lars, after the album release, I was hungry and wanted more. Because when that self-titled album came out, and I pushed that motherfucker as hard as I could, as hard as we all could, we all shared the lit music video, we did contests, pushed Lars charms, and so much more. Never once making a dime off the charms, but to do them as giveaways. And we busted our ass to do that. Each and every one of us, those that are in the chat right now, my OG7s, everybody, we all did our best for this. Juggalos. I had fucking people try and back fucking the Last American Rockstars. And my point is I did make it. Because now I'm working with other individuals outside of a record label. And I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I'm happy working with Red. And I'm willing to bring in some more talent to work with. I've worked with side by side with Red. I've worked side by side with Jean-Paul Wallace, Rocky Wallace, and many others, including Proof's cousin, Trey Pounds, and the other artists that Rox TV is also managing. When I look at what's gone on with Yaya the Gremlin and a gentleman that goes by the name Maximum Overload, all I see is like it's some bullshit that happened that should have stayed behind closed doors between friends. So Lars is still together. It was the self-titled album we were discussing. Lars will always be Lars. And what people forget is that Bizarre and Gordy have been doing projects prior to the Last American Rockstars. And that's why I backed them, because when I heard it was Bizarre and Gordy, they've had a legacy of music, 20 plus years. So when I look at everything that's happened now, and I look at the beef that's happened, Psychopathic Records, Magic Ninja Entertainment, and YouTubers that are making it worse. And I see Crazy McCormick doing his thing. And Crazy McCormick trying to not be a part of that split. I got mad love for Crazy. And when he said, I want to come out to that Last American Rockstars release party, or I'm sorry, not the release party, but the Last American New Year, I said, yeah, I got you. I got your ticket, and I'll make sure that you get your fucking, you get whatever it is that you need, bro, on me for what you did for me at DCG and get me down there. Again, went to DCG Con. Also, what people did not realize is that at DCG Con, I didn't cover the negative shit that had happened. Now, while some people might say, well, that's because it was your people, I never knew it was people that I had done work with. I'm telling you right now that the shit that I had heard, and I'm going to tell you this, guys, here's a tell-all for you. I was told that Frankie wasn't even there. I was told that he was hanging out with another artist, and that artist was there with him the entire time and was nowhere and was at the ABK show and shit like that. That's what I was told. Why this individual would come out and say that they did this when there's somebody that stated that they didn't, I'm interested. You know what? You're not interested? Let's see, where are you at? You're in timeout, homie. Fuck you. when I look at this Yaya thing and I look at this Max thing, I mean, that sucks, man, because I heard them, you know? Yeah, 300 seconds. Get fucked, son. My channel. So when I look at the beef that's happened and the shit that could have been avoided, the shit that could have been dealt with differently, I don't condone that shit. I'm in this for artists to make money. I help artists make money. I help their numbers grow organically through Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and different groups that I am a part of, from Detroit News, from Detroit Unplugged, from the Juggernaut even, where they've allowed me to post in for music and everything else in between. When I see the beef that's gone on between a YouTuber and people over at Magic Ninja Entertainment, I think to myself, there's other ways to handle that instead of going to somebody's place of work, starting some shit. Instead of, which again, they both made money, that should have been the end of it. But when I look at everything else that's happened and occurred here in the underground, the negative shit that's happened, it's fucking 97 all over again. I mean, we're already seeing what's happened with Tekashi right now. Like that dude, when he gets out, because he's now in snitch prison, if you guys had read that article, oh, that's right, Rox is biased and only covers MNE News. I wonder when they signed Tekashi. That's interesting to me. I would have loved to have seen that. Because evidently all we do is cover MNE News, not Whitney Payton. Oh, wait, that's right. I've done 3 music video reviews on her. I've also discussed her new album. I've also put her on top 10s, along with the Insane Clown Posse. The chart is better than Twisted on a lot of those top 10s. I've done work with artists, doing write-ups on albums, including Dope Rhyme Villains, which nobody had heard of. Remind me again how all we do is cover Magic Ninja Entertainment News? I guess it's because of a few articles that were done on MNE, which shows how narrow-minded people are. And fuck them for that. You're on your own at that point. I fuck with artists based off of talent, not off of who they do business with, and not off their reputation. If I like your music and I fuck with it, and I think that it's going to do something, I'm going to promote that shit. I will continue doing my giveaways. The Insane Clown Posse has also got Fearless coming out, and there's been a long hiatus that ICP has done prior to this as well. This isn't the first hiatus. What's up, Super Bears? This is not the first hiatus that ICP has taken. And the Insane Clown Posse will continue doing things as they're doing it. However, what I've seen at the Roxy, what I've seen at DCG Con, whether they're putting out new shit or not, the fucking Juggalos are still showing up. The fucking gatherings, packed. When I've seen the footage from whatever stage, for whatever reason, whoever got the crowd there, it's been blowing up. Both labels are killing it. Thank you, Roxy. Both labels are doing their job. And I think that what we fail to realize is that when we chime in with our shit and we start doing things and fucking around, that it's fucking with people's money. I'm not about that. I want everybody to fucking eat. That's my goal. I work with Kovacs. I work with Extra Overdose. I work with many of artists. Zay the God from Boston, Massachusetts. K-Dabber, so on and so forth. My boy Livid Rhymer, he's coming out with an album this year, his debut album he's been working on for, I believe it's been 10 plus years. That shit's coming out that I'm excited for. People forget that I'm in it for the music. I made it clear, but nobody seems to fucking listen to me. However, business-wise and shit like that, I'm not going to say I condone bad shit happening to somebody, but I'm also not going to get involved in any way either, where I'm going to prevent it from happening. Like, you got to take old Yeller out back and put him out. By all fucking means, dude, that's your dog. You got to deal with that shit. Me, I'm out. Like, my hands are fucking washed of it. I was also talking to the guy that went to Astro, went to DCG, went to the show at the Roxy. I fuck with LSP. I fuck with Scum, Insane Poetry, all those dudes. What the fuck was a dope fucking, or WTF? I never got the meaning of that, but when I was told it was a dope fucking track, and it blew up too. And a lot of people were saying that it's like, it samples of like their older music on a beat, and then they ended up like just doing some dope ass rhymes on it. I'm excited to hear it. I haven't had a chance to. As you guys have seen this morning, I was up at 4 o'clock writing fucking articles and shit like that. Amazing Jungle Brothers era, yeah, I heard that. Has a terrible feel to it. Well, crazy. That's your opinion. A lot of people liked it, and that's why we came up here so we could discuss fucking, 303, bro, for LSP. We discuss music. Do we like it or not? I don't give a fuck if the artist banged 3 broads yesterday and then dropped an album. That doesn't affect the album or the quality of the album. Matter of fact, he might be in a better mood and the quality might be a little up on production. Who the fuck knows? It's fucked up to me that we've got people, though, that when I work with certain individuals, where it's like, look, we're kind of stuck working together here. A little cramped, let's do this shit. And I'm thinking, at what point do I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do it on my own separate thing. I don't have to get along with everybody. I got to choose who I work with. When it comes to Yaya the Gremlin, him and I talk business, him and I talk music. I had no idea of any of the drama. I was not made aware of anything that happened. I heard things here and there. And when I heard some shit, I called Yaya. I'm like, bro, I want to hear your side of it. And Rox can vouch for me. Rox can vouch for me on this. Saturday morning, about a week or two ago, I get a bomb-ass fucking message, like, I mean fucking like a novel, from an artist who tells me that there was sound issues at a show that Rox TV was partnered with. She told me all this, and I remember asking, how'd the KMK show go? And I asked Rox, I'm like, let me hear your side of it. Rox reported to me the same thing that this person said to me, and my first response was, how do we fix it? To which Rox said, I'll offer this. I relayed the message. Everyone's aces. That's what I do. I fix shit, and I look for solutions. You can keep your beef in the fucking freezer and your drama at the fucking door. I don't want to hear no fucking, you're not doing anything, you're not being successful. If you haven't checked my girl's fucking Facebook, she's got a 2019 Lexus that comes with Wi-Fi. I don't know if you heard me, so I'm going to say it again. She has a 2019 Lexus. Go to her page. That is her car. We're doing fine. Everyone on my team is eating. Everyone on my team is succeeding. We have had now extra overdose after backing him. Mono plugs him. We've got fucking Zay the God. We backed him after fucking Lethal Weekend, started hyping him up, ended up on the cover of Pro Magazine. I'm not saying I have the golden touch, but I'm saying I work with artists. I know I have the talent. Harlem 6, they're killing it right now. I look at all these different things. You know what? Here we go again. It's not finance. Alexi is a total upgrade from the last car Ashley had. Tell her I want to drive it. I will do that, crazy. Yeah, she had an 09 Corolla. Boop. Boop. I grant fucking wishes, too. Ask Inquisitor how many people that I've worked with. As a matter of fact, Inquisitor has made it so that way. There's a group called Dead Nuts. Now, he's asked me to promote this guy. I've not done a full episode on him, and I apologize. I told him I would. But there's a homie called Dead Nuts, and he's like a motivational, like, YouTube, Facebook speaker, and he does, like, all these different things to, like, basically what's fucked up with society. And there's a group called Dead Nuts UK, and they've actually got a pretty big backing, including, like, beautiful women and shit like that. And they promote the fuck, man. They promote the fuck out of people. Any video that includes like, yo, I'm going to share this real quick. Yo, Sid Jones did this interview. I'm going to do this real quick. I like this fucking article. I'm going to plug that real quick. Chris Webby seems to be a Sid Jones fan as well. And I fuck with Chris Webby's music. My first time hearing him at all, music, and seeing him live in the same night. And it was a packed show. Shit was dope. And I'm looking forward to working more with Embarco, who actually did that. I will be making more album reviews. Basically, it's been in type. I took apart the stuff from my laptop when I was doing my travels, and I got too lazy to assemble it, so I just used it as a keyboard. Typewriter, I guess, because it comes with a keyboard. Don't know if you guys know that, but laptops have keyboards. Anyway, when I look at people that are turncoats, though, like, oh, man, I fuck with this guy. Oh, but this kind of happened kind of business-wise a little bit, so I can't fuck with them anymore. I'm like, dude, that's what made the fucking business. That's what made Death Row so fucking notorious and 97 such a dangerous fucking year, is because it was all about who's eating more. You know, like if you actually look at Suge Knight and how he treated people, it's not that much different from how Al Capone treated people. It was a fucking mob. And if you guys actually check out the T Money Green interview, and then you check out the part 2, and then the part 3, you're getting the whole story. And that was a connection I made because of an article I wrote. I wrote an article for a lady goes by the name of Rocky Wallace. I did an article on her, and I did an article on Red, backed Red, so I got an invite to go to Hyped Up Live sessions. After meeting everybody, having a sit down with T Money Green on multiple occasions prior to that interview, it was decided that I have an open invitation to Hyped Up Live. I have an open invitation to any Rocky show or anything Red. I get press passes and more. And I'm not out here to brag. I'm out here to tell you that this is how far I've made it. Because of you guys, but because of the fact that I fuck with everybody. I don't care if you beefed with your fucking neighbor last Saturday after church. Don't give a fuck. If you're making music and I bump it on a regular basis and I fucks with it, then I'm going to promote that shit. Period. Who you have issues with is none of my business. I'm not in the business of drama. That's why they have Drama Alert. That's why they have Adam 22 to some sort of extent talking about drama and shit. Not on this channel. I'm here to clear the air. I'm here to make sure that people remember why we're here. So I don't care if you're a CEO of a record label. I don't care if you're a duo that wears face paint. Nobody owns me. I am free to do and make my own money and freelance and do whatever the fuck I want, when I want, and how I want. Well, Smosh, man. And if they don't like it, honestly and truly, fuck what they think. Again, CEO or fucking whatever. I'm pretty much gonna do me. And if you don't like it, we can have a sit down and negotiate where you can't do this, you can't do that, and it better come with some paper. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep shooting my mouth off and I'm gonna keep doing business with whoever the fuck I want. Now, if you want me to go away, it's gonna cost you a lot of money because I make decent money doing what I do with my press kits and so on. I've got projects coming out in January. I've got 3 artists that I'm working with on different projects, 4 songs to help assemble their albums, including singles, helping out with art. I'm basically a music consultant at this point. I start off as rolling up t-shirts for K-Dabber in December of last year. December, I think. And then propelled myself all the way up to today, where now I have done everything. Talent Scout, consider that done. When I discovered Kovacs with Last American Rockstars release party, and now look at his numbers blowing up. Now he's doing work with Foul Mouth, who also produced the Last American Rockstars Foul World EP mixtape. I call it an EP mixtape. How's that sound? I used to like SKR, but they really started getting under since they got rid of Razcal. I fuck with SKR. I fuck with Raz. I think she's dope. I still prefer Whitney Payton's music, and I feel like the Whitney Payton and Red have like a parallel in music. Those two just need to get together and do like a one-on-one collab and just get it out the way because the chemistry is there. It's like the people you see in high school, and you're like, those two belong together. Why are they not together? And then years later, you realize that they're still not even talking. You're like, you guys are like the perfect fucking couple. What the fuck? That shit's got to happen. We've got no free tickets coming out December 1st. We've got Fearless Fred Fury coming out with already a split on what's going to happen with it, but people are over the fact that it's been postponed, as I kind of thought would happen. Also, when I said that DMX would make a comeback, he's making a comeback. No matter what happens, beef-wise, drama-wise, between the Juggernaut, or Yaya the Gremlin, or anybody else involved, know this. I fuck with you. I want you to succeed. I want everybody to do well. Period. I want to interview Gorilla Voltage. We were supposed to interview them at Attack of the Ninjas. We kind of know what happened with that. I don't got to say it. But one of the issues that I'm having, again, is that there's this fucking pain in the ass that no matter the wrongs that somebody does, they're still getting opportunity. And I, as I said, I want this person to succeed. I want them to do it on their own and to basically get the fuck out of my lane. is what the fuck I want. Because I never understood the whole opportunity. Right. When I look at everything that's happened, and I look at individuals, I think to myself, how do you back an artist, back this, back that, I do this, I do that, and then do a 360? I never understood that, because I had the backing of Gordy, the backing of Lars, prior to Lars even coming out officially announced. Back when they did Time to Die, they did work on Xerxes, Squeeze That, all this other shit between Bizarre and Gordy, an entire discography, which also included Fury. I look at all this and I think to myself, okay, somebody fucked you over, fix it. You got one of two ways: get what you paid for or ask for a fucking refund. There you go. There's other ways to handle it than going online and airing out your dirty laundry. So allow me to do it for you. There's shady people in the underground. You don't want to fuck with them? Don't fuck with them. You don't want to fuck with me? Don't fuck with me. But I dare you to fucking run my name through the fucking mud on me speaking ill of somebody that was not true. When I speak on somebody and the shit that they do, it's because they fucking did that shit. Period. What's up, Brooklyn? And I'm not going to hide behind it. I'm not going to sit there and make up excuses for that person or a reason why we got to fucking get along. And had it been somebody else, it probably would have been then too. You fuck with me, you try and intimidate me in my own fucking state, I'm going to deal with you. And whatever happens to you, post all of this, sorry, dog. Like, no empathy here. Again, I don't wish ill on people, but at the same time, I'm not getting in karma's way. Like, I'm going to let it fucking steamroll right over you. Fuck you. And that goes for people with, like, different opinions, right? Like, here's what drove me nuts. I don't know if you guys saw this. Now, here I am going to criticize an individual that is probably going to make people go, huh? One of my biggest pet peeves, and I've got a list of them. I have listed them time and time again, and this is one of them. And I got to be careful saying this. Throwing the gauntlet, dropping the gauntlet, however you want to word it. Giving me an ultimatum where it's like, yo, you got a choice, us or them. Does that come with paper? Does that come with a contract? Does that come with 3 zeros? All that I'm not interested. What Gorilla Voltage bundle do you plan on ordering? Probably a t-shirt bundle because I only have like one. New Hampshire sucks. Yes, I am currently in Michigan. 45 from Detroit, 45 from Lansing. Texas Microphone Massacre is fresh. I don't think I've heard that. I did hear of an individual recently, goes by the name of Bedlam. And what I'm told, after the noise he made in 02 and the noise that this OG has been making, he's coming back. And I'm really excited for that. We have a lot of OGs that are coming out of the woodwork now that are responding to this mumble rap shit. You want to talk about a fucking movement against the big heads, against the big wigs, against fucking empires. We got the OGs that are like fucking Exhibits making a comeback, fucking DMX. The 90s are retaliating for this mumble trap shit. And it's going to be beautiful. And I can't fucking wait. Gordy, Bizarre have already been doing that shit. I'm pumped. Oh, they're a rock band on SKR. Good to know. I'll check them out. I'm still excited for Leftover Crack. That's going to be dope. So, I don't care who you do business with, but if you still roll with the person that throws down gauntlets, makes threats for people at shows, intimidates them, and assaults people, like, I ain't going to say fuck you entirely, but I'm going to start being a little more selective. And whatever comes after that, my hands are washed completely. This is a new Sid Jones that we're seeing, but my morals stay the same. I'm just a little more pissed off and a little more amped up. You don't, see, I was always told you never go with the ultimatum. It's me or them. You know, I'm going to go with the person that didn't do that. I was raised differently. Again, raised in the 90s, people confuse me as being a fucking millennial. But I was raised by good people that grew up in the 60s, 70s, 80s. My grandmother was born in 42, passed away in 05 or 2015. I'm sorry. I was raised by good people who taught me morals, taught me value, taught me to try and respect people, to get along with your coworkers, try and make friends, talk to strangers, shit like that. Don't make enemies. And here's the thing, you make an enemy out of me that doesn't come with a whole lot of repercussion, minus the fact that I don't fuck with you. That's all. That's it. Yeah, I want you to succeed elsewhere. Fuck out of my lane. Go do you. You don't fuck with this person. You talk fucking smear on my fucking artists that I work with. That's why I remember this months back. Someone's like, your artists. These are not your artists. Okay. I'm sorry. Did I forget to mention the fact that I'm helping manage King Gordy? That I'm helping out with Bizarre in any way that I possibly can, solo-wise? That I'm backing every single Last American Rockstars project that comes out? That I'm trying to do things, design things, be creative, write articles, work on possibly websites, and much, much more. I have had artists ask Rox and I to help manage them, including Proof's cousin and many more. I work with Seven the General. I work with many others on whatever it is that they need, period. Matter of fact, you guys will be surprised to see what I've got coming out with a group that y'all know and love, and it's going to blow your fucking mind. It's fucking hilarious. And I can't wait, because the ROC reaction was like, yo, bro, that's dope. I'm like, oh, that ain't even the tip of the iceberg. Those interviews, that's like what should have been done sooner and didn't have that opportunity. Now that we got that, it's like all of it's like it's making up for lost time, all right? Being in short film, things like that, that all kind of came at a good pace. That all came when it should have. And the rest of it, it just kind of sped up the process a little bit. And I rarely say no to opportunity, but I say no when it comes to working with somebody that's a shitty individual. Now, with that said, your affiliation with said individual doesn't affect me at all. I will still fuck with you. I don't care. Oh, yeah, he is, dude. I fuck with the ROC on a heavy base. Like, that dude, like, sitting down and having conversations I had with him, like, we talked about his Underground Hustle in 66 track. We talked about Hate Amongst Men prior to that interview, because it was, like, more of, like, one of those curious things. So I didn't think he was going to even talk to me. But, yeah, the ROC actually spoke to me. Hashtag ROC. Fuck yeah. And anything ROC's doing, I'm backing him. Look, we have this thing, and it's high school. Oh, you fuck with so-and-so and do this. You fuck with so-and-so and do that. Like, no thanks. Really? You're going to wipe away that opportunity because they're trying to utilize somebody else for opportunity? That's kind of fucked up. Just keep your distance away from A and B, and anything in the middle is fine and dandy, right? What I think is interesting, too, it's like when I'm told, if you fuck with this person, I ain't fucking with you, I'm like, oh, that's on you, bro. Like, you just eliminated a lot of people. To the point of where you kind of shoveled yourself out the fucking door. Whatever. Do your thing. No harm, no foul. Again, stay out of my fucking lane. We're square. There was a thing that was brought up where I was fucking with Chuck and I was fucking with CPN. That's true. I was trying to work with both. Why? Because I was trying to promote my books. That was why. I wouldn't mind interviewing Low-Key. So, yeah, I was trying to keep the peace with both of them during their beef thing. I'm like, hey, sweet, there's going to be a lot of traffic. I should probably promote my book. You know who else does that? Leroy Jenkins. And I have mad love for Leroy Jenkins. Period. I don't understand why that's so fucking difficult for people. Like, that's how you split away and everyone starves. Like, at some point, if I put you in tents outside in a farmland for a year, you don't have seeds, you don't have anything. You've got the tools that I gave you and the vegetables and the fruit that's already there, right? Give it a year. What happens? Crop goes bad, not all of it's good, people start to starve. They have to fend for themselves, right? Well, if you work together, you can take down a fucking moose. Go separately, catch a few bunnies. You caught that reference, I love you. Pay no attention to the street side flower. Okay, that was one of the, I got that as a little fucking fortune cookie thing. Do not mess with street side flowers, but to focus on your goals and your ambitions and the things you got to do. Now, it's a very, very small world in the underground, but there's a lot of us in here. It's a little oversaturated, if you ask me. So what do? We pick our team. I'll always pick this channel. I'll always pick the people that do the right thing, that I can learn from, that I can help out with, that I gain something from, knowledge. I get to work with some of my favorite artists of all time. I'm blessed for that opportunity, but never once will I turn my back on them, ever. So what do you think about that Butcher Harem track? I haven't checked that out yet. Again, I've been busy. If you guys have seen everything I've been doing, there's still some stuff you guys haven't seen that I'm way behind on, and I feel bad about that. So my fault. I will check it out as soon as possible. Link it again, and when I've got time. Once I get rid of that burden that I've got with this fucking day job, I'm going to have more time to spend with you guys and more time to listen to music. I'm like a quarter of the way through this fucking winter album. Like, I want to do a review on it. There's just a lot of music. Geno Culture, rest in peace. So, why can't we all fucking work together? I mean, granted, you're going to have that one person that's fucking psychotic and a little fucking weird. You find them at shows. Fucking just move them out the fucking way. They don't weigh much. They don't carry much. And they're not much. And whatever happens, happens. I don't condone it. Again, I don't condone violence. But I also don't prevent it either. Like, there's some shit that I've been hearing from people. I've been hearing people yelling threats, and I'm like, what do you want? Fuck, you want me to do about it? You want me to try and stop that shit? That ain't my fucking business. Fuck that. Y'all handle your shit your fucking way. I'm not here to be somebody's conscience. I'm not here to be somebody's role model either, which we need to talk about that too. No one's role model, all right? Like, I did not sign up for this gig to be a role model. I got involved in this to make money and help out artists, you know? So, just for that. Some kid sees us one day, I want to be like Sid Jones. Dude, no. No, you do not. You do not. Go your own path is what I tell them. Set your own fucking way. Believe me, it's worth it. Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, people can say whatever the fuck they want, but crude stuff there. Drama filled rants and bullshit. We could probably get along, and this beef shit online would stop. Facts. Yeah. I mean, and here's the thing, though. It's not just us now, right? Like, yeah, we're saying some shit. What's up, B? But there's people that are feeding it too. Like, a lot. A lot more than they probably should. Now, if that went away, like, somebody says some shit to me, right? And I don't respond, there's no back and forth. It's kind of like elementary school. Let's go 6-year-olds right now. If you don't run, the girl don't chase you. Fucking genius, right? That ain't fucking hard to comprehend. If you don't fucking run, there's no game of tag. You be let the fuck alone, go sit on your swing. Nowadays, I don't even know if kids play tag. They probably don't because they get sexual assault. We live in strange times. Dark times. Weird times. Money's good, so I'm happy. Whatever music you fuck with, dude, is relevant. When I listen to Motown, it's relevant. When I'm listening to Bohemian Rhapsody, or I'm singing Bohemian Rhapsody at DCG Con, it's relevant. When I'm listening to Time to Die, when I'm listening to Van Dyke and Harper music, it's relevant. When I'm listening to Winter, it's relevant. When I'm listening to Christmas music, it fucking sucks, but it's relevant to my current life. When I look at Crazy McCormick, and I see what he does, and I see the music that he's playing, and I hear his whole thing, and he's introducing me to new music. Was it you that introduced me to the Arnold Schwarzenegger track, where it's like they actually had Arnold Schwarzenegger featured on it? I died laughing. I mean, I was high as fuck, but it was still funny as shit. And I don't think either one of us bitched about each other's music. As a matter of fact, Crazy McCormick did listen to Lars and actually found some songs that he liked. And I found some songs from Crazy McCormick in his catalog that I liked. Oh, look at that! We drove down 14 hours, maybe even more than that, without killing each other. It's called being adults. And I feel like, dude, even in the music industry, we lack that shit. I'll tell you one thing I lack, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. And I learned this from a lot of people. I learned this from Gordy and seeing him. Oh, thank you. When I see Gordy at the fucking dispensary and shit like that, I told him, I says, you know, we should do a skit where it's like Sid Jones being like unsure of himself or whatever, and then Gordy's like yelling like what's going on in my brain, like fuck all that shit. Like, no, thank you, I don't want that. Fuck out of here with that shit. Like, I was like, yeah, man, you got to stand up for yourself. Like, you can't let people walk on you. You know, hearing that from like your mother, hearing that from your friends, it's almost like that pat on the back of like pity, right? But when I look at fucking Gordy saying some shit like that, I'm like, he's been around the block. He's an OG, straight up G. Let's see. It's like every time a Sire CPN fan posts a video, Wicked Crew either reports it or posts something negative, shit on it, and keeps hate going. I don't even know who Wicked Crew is. Oh, Wicked Crew isn't even a group; it's a channel. My less favorite on M&E. I don't know why. I just don't like how he raps. Just saying. Oh, Gordy, dude, I fuck with Gordy. Gordy's been making fucking dope ass music, and that's the thing too. Like, he's done like OG music that hasn't been horrorcore. Last American Rockstars was like a mix of everything. It should have been called the Kitchen Sink because that everything in the kitchen sink in it. Let's do Rock and Roll with Twisted, where Monoxide dropped a hot fucking verse. Not gonna lie, I want to see fucking Gordy do some more shit with like Psychopathic Records too. I want to see the Last American Rockstars Gathering 20. I fuck with Lars, man, and that's the thing. Here's what I don't understand. It's like, I like Lars, but people that like the Insane Clown Posse are juggalos. But King Gordy himself is a juggalo. So I can't be a fan of him. He came out in 03 with The Entity, did shock music, played at gatherings, hung out with juggalos. But I'm a nut rider. But I'm the same kind of fan that a juggalo is to the Insane Clown Posse. You know, the juggalo. It fucking confuses the shit out of me. Like I said. How come it's boiled down like that? You want to know why? Because nobody gave Lars a chance. That's why. I still don't know who you guys are talking about. See, it's not that they're not relevant or irrelevant. I like Gordy. I've never been big on Bizarre. I don't know why. You're listening to him in the wrong way. Like, you're expecting like fast fucking. I call him the Johnny Cash of hip hop because you're expecting to go fast with it, right? Because like, you know, the beat's fast, but he just raps slow. And I think that some of the shit that he's done has been pretty much up there with Gordy. The song "Time to Die," where he's like, "In fact, I got full blown AIDS from fucking Jean Bonnet," and I'm like, "Oh damn, that's some fucked up shit." Like, it's that shit that you listen to. Where if you showed it to your friends and you showed it to your family, they'd probably never talk to you again. But you sit down, you listen to it, you bump it, you're like, all right, that's kind of funny. It's kind of fucked up, but that's awesome. I mean, that's what Shady was doing back in the day. And Bizarre is now becoming a big name, just as I said he would. Wait till Gordy comes out with Anakin. It's a good year for the Last American Rockstars as a duo and as individuals. And I tell you what, man, nothing's changed on the Lars side, except for the fact that we're gaining more of a fan base. It's a beautiful thing to see. When I saw him at the Last American Rockstars release party, I'm like, a little lighter than I anticipated. But bro, as the time went on, it blew up and it blew up. There was people that were fucking up and down. So much fucking energy for Lars at Lethal Weekend. Mind fucking blowing, dude. I loved that shit. And then I see the Attack of the Ninjas, like, not even a month later, 2 weeks later, maybe. Bro, that place erupted. The Last American Rockstar CD sold out. It was a beautiful fucking night to see that shit. So for anyone who's confused with where I stand business-wise, I don't care who you're doing business with. If you and me are working together and I fuck with you, I don't care. You work with Santa Claus. You work with Tech Nine. You work with a fucking garden gnome. You work with a fucking dude that's got 7 eyes and a fucking and Down syndrome. Fucking do it. I implore you to do so. Get yours. I don't have to do business with people, but that's not going to impede on my judgment on who you fuck with. And it's like, oh, hey man, listen, you're probably not gonna fuck with me because, I hang out with this kid over on the playground, and you probably don't want to play pass. Bro, does it affect how you throw? Does it affect how you throw the fucking football? Go long, homie. I got you. Fucking no, it doesn't. Period. Like, you do some fucked up shit, you got a bad reputation, like, on the real, I'll probably back you, like, on the DL, but I'm like, look, listen, if we're seen together, like, I'm probably going to get shot, and I don't have a bulletproof vest, and I just got a nice 2019 Lexus, so let's be fair here, like, you're drawing a lot of heat right now. Let's let it fucking simmer down, cool down, and shit like that, and maybe we'll work together. But it's going to be something fucking damn, like, I'm talking, like, Tekashi 6ix9ine shit, or fucking fucked up shit. Like, lyric-wise, I don't give a fuck what you rap about, bro. It's 2018. The edgier, the better, I say. Like, Gordy's music hasn't been more needed than it is now. Like, if Anakin was to come out, this would be the year for it. 2019 as well. Like I said, 2018 is just a precursor to 2019. We need that kind of music, man. We need ICP to come back with the violence and shit. This is the day and age we need ICP at their fucking best. This is the day and age where Psychopathic Records needs to start sending out their fucking soldiers doing all these different tours, all these different shows. This is where Anybody Kill Him, Blaze Dead Homie are fucking doing a Unity show in fucking Lansing, Michigan, where me and Crazy McCormick, the day after my birthday, Crazy McCormick's giving Sid Jones his fucking birthday gift. Don't know if that's a good thing, but it's going to be fucking dope regardless. I fuck with everybody, dude. DCG Con, I fucked with you guys. Astro, fucked with you guys. California, New Hampshire, I don't care where you're from. Australia, you're fucking from Thailand, I'll work with you. If you don't, you're a good person, you want to be on my fucking team, you want to help me promote some of these artists and shit, like, I got you. You want to fucking work for Rox TV? Happy birthday, boy. Appreciate you, Crazy. I don't feel intimidated whatsoever. It's good. That didn't seem like, the way that read, didn't seem like it was such a bad thing after all. Boy, I can't wait. We've got people from all over the world, man, people from Russia, and they're like, hey, how can I help? I'm like, yo, I'll get you on Rox TV. You want to write? I'll show you how the website works. We get you a login, I show you, and you get to put up your thing. And it's a great way for you to get your opinion out there. Is it a paid gig? No, but it's like, I want people to hear me, and I'm afraid to be on camera, or I don't like the sound of my voice. I mean, I have a sexy voice. I could change my voice. I could talk like a New Yorker, you know what I'm saying? Like, I deal with this shit. Me and Crazy we're doing this shit. But now you can fucking type, and you can be like, hey, I'm a good writer. My brain somewhat functions, and I have a heartbeat, so it's all good. And I don't care what people think about my opinion. You're perfect for the job. You're perfect for the gig, and it gets your opinion out there. You're like, I feel better. It's kind of like a journal that everyone gets to read on whatever music you're discussing, because that is the key thing, is we have to talk about music. I fucked up. I was supposed to go see Bohemian Rhapsody because I wanted to actually do a music-related review, as I was supposed to do with City of Lies, and come to fucking find out they pulled it from its release date. God damn them, and fuck this Las Vegas Police Department for fucking my shit up on that. Fuck them. Bastards. By the way, another thing you guys should do in your spare time is watch All Eyes on Me, and then watch Notorious, or whichever direction you want to watch that in, but like back to back, like a double feature. Trust me, it's a trip. I did it sober, and I was like, wow, I've learned a lot. Like, even though they're years apart, like, nutty, bro. Fucking nutty. I mean, yeah, the acting's a little different. It's about a real incident, so, like, continuity is there from both sides, but, like, actors, of course, are different people. But gives you an idea. Either way, do it. You learn a lot. Actually, I did that before my interview with T Money Green. And T Money Green told me some shit, and I went and looked it up, and I got a theory on not who killed Pac and who killed Biggie, but I think I have an idea of what went down and how Suge ended up surviving that shit. And T Money Green told me. I went Googling it, looking. I mean, I was doing some, like, fucking, like, CSI kind of shit, like, private detective kind of shit, looking at, like, the autopsy and, like, the reenactments and shit like that. And I'm watching it time and time again, and I see some shit, and I'm like, that's fucked. T Money Green was right. Like, that's the only way that shit could have gone down. Fuck. But I love Death Row Records, man. Like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, all those dudes, Eazy-E, like those are the dudes, man. And I look at Suge Knight, and I see the music industry today, and I see Tekashi doing his thing and snitching. Is what Adam 22 said he's going to do. Do I think he's going to snitch? Yeah, probably. And what happens to him? Well, he ends up in a dumpster someplace, or he ends up like Jimmy Hoffa and thrown someplace. But people are stupid now. They throw it up on fucking Snapchat. Here's Tekashi's dead body. How'd you guys leak it back to me? Let's just go and make it easy, dude. Just fucking take the plea of life in prison without parole, and I won't fucking stick a needle in your arm. How's that sound? Jesus Christ. Criminals are stupid today. That's how they get caught. Like, we actually killed a decade of serial killers. Like, there's no serial killers anymore because people are too fucking, they want to tweet that shit. They want to Snapchat it. How do we get on this topic? Damn. Anyways, music. Can somebody do a song about that, by the way? I can get you a beat, like, do some shit. That'd be hilarious. It's no more days of the serial killer. Yeah, do it like that Insane Clown Posse kind of thing. You know, if I was a serial killer. Pac is the best in the world. Nobody can compare. Eminem is second. That's for sure. I don't know, man. Biggie was dope too, and I feel for Biggie, man. Like, when you watch Notorious and you watch All Eyes on Me and you put the two together, it's a trip, man. Like, you realize that Biggie wasn't such a bad dude. Like, Biggie had love for Pac. I need to smoke. Come with me. Come with me if you want to live. Fuck, guys. I didn't expect to go this long, but I had a lot on my chest, I guess. But yo, don't let some fucking group of people tell you who to fuck with. Like, honestly. Like, be cool with everybody. What are they gonna do? Give me an ultimatum? Fuck off, bro. Like, when I look at Maximum and I listen to his music and shit, I fucks with his music. Like, I've never had any issues. Tell you a story real quick. I don't think I told you guys the story, and if I did, it was a while back. But I need to tell you the story about when Max saved my life. So Max and I were talking. We got this one guy he wanted to introduce me to and shit like that. Like, he's like, hey man, I know what you're trying to do. Da 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 da. Maybe I throw you a bone. Somebody you might want to work with. Whatever, dude. I'm cool. Like, you gotta remember, Max and I, it's been like back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, it's never been public though. And that you guys can learn from that. Like, Max and I, we have respect for each other, man. And if we did have issues, man, it fucking stayed in the wayside. You'll never see me beefing with anybody like that. Ever the fuck again. No more. Where the fuck? Coat. Thank you. So anyways, walking down the street. It's like April something or other, and it's a fucking blizzard outside because it's fucking Michigan, and Michigan fucking sucks. Am I right? So the homie is talking to me, and normally I'm listening to music. And if you guys notice these earbuds, these are the kind that I was wearing. Not these exact ones, but the same style where it's noise cancellation. So when there's talking and there's wind, like, you can't hear very well, right? Like, through this, so you can actually hear some noises outside of it. I hear metal on metal to where the homie that we're talking to goes, what the fuck was that? And I'm walking backwards because of the rapid winds. I'm like, I don't fucking know, bro. And I look, and there's a red car just spitting at me. And I duck down, and this car fucking hits the guardrail. I told you guys this story. There's two kids in the back, fucking blood on them. I couldn't locate where the blood was at. The fucking mom was panicking. The grandmother was panicking and shit. And fucking Max never got off the phone with me. Max had my back. Somebody from the Naughty saved my life. Oh, dude, I fuck with DMX, by the way. I fucks with DMX. Even some of his fucking new shit, like his remixes and shit like that's pretty dope too. Can't beat the classic DMX though. But yeah, like, before anyone makes a judgment call on Max, remember that motherfucker saved my life. Because if I wasn't on the phone with him, if he didn't have that inkling to get me in touch with that artist, I probably would have been killed by a fucking car. There's no fucking telling what would have happened. And Max stayed on the phone with me the whole time, walking to State Farm, make sure that everyone's okay. I put my earbuds in to go and call him back. The motherfucker was still there. Other homie dip, though, the other dude that we're talking to. So, yeah, do I have three-way phone calls? Yeah, normally it's with artists. Hey, man, figure I'd nudge them your way. They want to do this, whatever. Cool. I got you. But then I look at, like, okay, this Yaya thing. There was a misunderstanding. He's probably been on a three-way with Rox TV. He probably has been. But I've never been on a three-way with Rox and Yaya. And I've never said a bad word about Yaya. Never said a bad word. Sorry to hear that, bro. See, I was doing the no shave November, but that's only when I have to work. And then on my days off, I make sure I try and shave clean for you guys. But again, look at everything that we've done. Look at everything that we're doing. It's a beautiful thing, man. Whether you're naughty, whether you're rude bash is when I'm trying to go live, you know? But I look at it all and I go, no one can tell me what to do. No one can take that from me. I'll work with Max. I'll work with Red. Work with whoever I want. If I want to work for a jazz band, get me the trumpets because we're back in the jazz band. Punk bands, metal bands, all up for grabs. I just want people to eat. I'll ask for some cash to make sure I can have some nice things. That's it. Epic Music is coming in 2019. That's it. The artists that I work with, they know my charge. They know what my charge is. So I had to come out and tell you guys I see things from a different perspective. But I also don't think that like everyone's a fucking enemy either. I don't think that Naughty's enemy. I don't think these people are enemies. I don't think M&E is an enemy. But I think they condone a lot of things that I don't roll behind. But again, doesn't affect my business with anybody. Most importantly, Lars, because I'm a day one guy. Kovacs, day one guy. Like, that's just how it is. Like, I got $6 for life on my wrist, you know? Relationships, let's get into that for a minute. Let's say I work with a female artist, and I work with a male artist, and they're in a relationship, and then they break up. Well, you didn't break up with me. We're still fucking working together, like, regardless. Well, I don't know if you want to hear this, because me and my boyfriend broke up, and we had kind of a fallout last night. Can you just pop in the disc, please, so I can listen to this and give you my thoughts on it, what we should do for the next track, pretty please? Because that'd be great. I don't give a fuck, man. You do you in your time. When it's me time, it's business. And as a matter of fact, Carnival Spirits can vouch for that. They'll tell you, like, I crossed some lines when I gave them some business ideas. Because that's where my mind is at constantly. Trying to make people money. I tried making Carnival Spirits money. Rejected it, took it the wrong way, I backed off, you know? Love you too, Static Beat. Damn! Y'all heard that shit, right? Fucking Static Beat showing love. See, I fuck with everybody, man. Lex the Hexmaster, Gorilla Voltage, ICP, like Ouija Man. I hope he comes out with new music and it sounds different than what he did on Gutter Water. But I don't think he's a shitty human being. I'll fuck with him. I do press kits for him and shit. When I look at fucking what Jump Steady did at DCG Con and how he conducted his business and him playing his cards and doing all that, I fucking loved it, man. I love Jump Steady. He's a good dude. DJ Clay. I fucks with DJ. He even asked me to promote him. I did a piss poor job promoting him, but I'm down with the dude. Like, he comes out with some shit, best believe I'll be reviewing it. I'll be giving him that boost too. I don't care if you got a fucking meat cleaver or a fucking ninja star. You're putting out dope music, I fuck with you. Period. I don't care if you've got the fucking LSP logo that you're rocking. I don't care what emblem you're trying to get on your CD, like, oh, I want to get signed to these guys. Fucking, I will target you to that audience then. That's part of what I do. Is I'm like, look, listen, that's what part of Rox TV does. Working with artists, hey man, where should we put these guys? Like, I'm like, dude, fucking this group, like, for sure. See if there's any openings, we'll get them on that fucking show. Like, they'll blow up. Period. Like, they will get that fan base, and that's the fan base they want. That's what they'll get. That's part of being a music consultant. What fan base? What artist? What state? What city? Where are you going to blow up? Who's going to blow up next? Who's the artist to feature with? Who's going to grow? Who's going to blow up? What's the next project coming up? Look, listen. Gordy's got features for deals right now. He's got hooks. I'll get you this deal. I put money on the project, you get a little bit of a discount. We work on it together. We make it a beautiful fucking thing. There you go. And then I get paid. It's beautiful. I make money. Your music's guaranteed to sell because I don't give out bad ideas. I'm not telling you to do nursery rhymes and shit. Although, granted, nursery rhymes did dope for fucking We All Fall Down. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies. Callie Breeze killed that shit, dude. Callie Breeze killed that shit, man. Jimmy Don, too, man. He came out with that. Like, I was impressed with How to Gag a Maggot. And then I hear, like, the rest of the tracks on the deluxe edition. Bro, that's a whole new Jimmy Don. Like, fuck, man. That took me by surprise. Like, I'm like, how are you going to do better than that? Jimmy goes, like this, and then kills it. And, like, that music video just amplified it. Red's new music video, Red's new song, like, that's what I love about Red, man. Like, I love that horrorcore shit. I love that violent shit. I love that dark comedy shit. But there's that part of me that's like, I need brain candy, right? And Red's music makes me think. And I connect with it on, like, emotional levels of all that shit that we ignore. You know what I'm saying? And it's such a beautiful thing to see and hear. Like, everything that you guys are doing out there, from LSP, from Colorado, the Sick Bucks in Minnesota, Zay the God on the East, fucking Irate and Max on the West. Why those two aren't doing music together is beyond me. That's because Irate's going back to doing Slipknot music. He's going to go back to doing heavy metal. I'm excited to hear that. Kung Fu Vampire. Anybody kill a Blaze Dead homie? Oh, dude, I forgot. My bad. There you go. Inquisitor's like, where the fuck? Jimmy Don is dope. Love his message. All positive and helpful if you're going through hard times. Absolutely, man. And so's Dead Nuts. Like, they do the same thing in a different way. It's beautiful. I could see Dead Nuts doing a thing with Sick Bucks. I really could. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Again, that's what I do. I bring people to network together. Kovacs and fucking Foulmouth have so much chemistry, dude. Like, those two not doing music would be absolutely criminal. Like, felony criminal. Never mind blackmail and all that shit. Imagine Kovacs not doing work with Foulmouth. That's the real crime. We got to look at shit in a whole new perspective, man. We got to back the artists that we love. You guys fuck with ICP. You guys want to back that new album? Then do so. I'm probably going to end up backing FFF as well, as I've already done in 2 previous articles. But we've already kind of beat that horse to death, I guess. So we'll end that there. But that's what I wanted to came out to tell you guys. It's a whole new world. This is Switzerland for a reason. If you like Yaya's music, if you like Max's music, don't feel like you got to choose. If you fuck with Magic Ninja and you fuck with Psy, don't feel like you got to choose, man. It's your CD player. It's your fucking iPhone. It's your fucking money. Spend it how you want it. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to sit there and say, you have to buy this album. I'm saying, if you don't buy this album, you're probably missing out because it's got a lot of dope shit on it. But when I look at what Jimmy Don's put out, it's much different than what you're hearing on MNE. Like, people ask me for song recommendations all the time. I don't skateboard. I look at all these different things that people are doing, and I look at the kind of music, I look at the punk rock aspect of it, I look at the heavy metal, the hip-hop, the underground, the mainstream, and I'm like, the music world is blowing up, man, and it's draft season. There's labels that are developing right now. There's labels that are hungry for more artists, more projects, new ideas. It's the time to be involved in the industry, and that's where I thrive, man. Here's my ideas, and here's what I know. I fuck with Max, dude, and I know that a bunch of the juggalos are too. But I'm asking those juggalos to also put their guns away, put their knives away for just a second, and just listen to music. Like, never mind the boycott, never mind all this other shit. Like, you don't want to fuck with MNE? Monoxide said it best in his live stream, man. Don't fuck with us then. You want us to fucking starve out and die? Ignore us. If you don't want to deal with some racist shit, don't fuck with that dude online. Period. Like, whichever side you're on, pick it. Politicize. You have to show me some of that music. I know Strange is like all over the place when it comes to music. From Ritz to Cut Calhoun back in the day, which, by the way, Kosher Cut Calhoun Kill That Track Mosh. If you haven't seen it yet, the music video is dope. Track is dope from way back in the day. Like, is that still relevant to people? To me, it fucking is, because it's dope fucking music. Music should not have a shelf life, all right? Now, here's what happens where music becomes a shelf life. Drama, diss tracks. For instance, the song from Eminem called Bully. Does it still echo? Yeah, now that he did Kill Shot. But prior to Kill Shot and prior to Kamikaze, there's really no room for Bully. It was a good song, but there's no room for it. It has a shelf life. Winter does not have a shelf life. Van Dyke and Harper music, no shelf life. And Nostalgia's cranked to 9,000, especially from the Detroit area, though. Like, you're thinking back to the way days in Detroit. Beautiful thing. Any new things from Cut Cal, anyone know? I'm not sure. I'm sure he's going to be doing something. It's 2019, man. Expect the unexpected. Don't be surprised if Shady comes out with another album. Don't be surprised when DMX comes out with an album next year. Mark my fucking words. He'll end up coming out with an EP, some single shit, maybe even just a random ass music video. End up on fucking World Hip Hop. Maybe end up on fucking Adam 22. Which, by the way, we got to get Gordy on Adam 22. Somebody reach out to Adam 22. Be like, yo, we want to get Gordy on there. He's got some shit to talk about. I mean, the dude's a straight up G. Like, he has the right. Dude's been shot 5 times. The dude's a fucking a ganja fucking master, man, like a Kush god. The motherfucker's a brilliant fucking man. Like, I love that dude, for real. And I think that he needs a little bit more of that exposure, man. He still has a story to tell. Like, he's been shelved because he was fucked in the head after getting shot. If I got shot, I'd probably be fucked in the head too. I don't even think I would have made a comeback in fucking Real Wolf Presents Real Goons. I don't think I would have. I think he had the best person in the world to have his back, and that was Bizarre. And people forget that Bizarre offers opportunity to people. Lars offers opportunity. Rocks TV offers opportunity. There's so much out there, man. Adam 22, no jumpers, looking for help. Ouija Max looking for a publicist and shit. There's work everywhere in the industry. Like, you don't need a college degree. Like, college degrees are going to start being obsolete for music. Like, you want to make beats? You can Google how to do it now. There's YouTube videos how to make a sick-ass beat, what programs to get. You don't need a college's permission to download that program either. It's a beautiful time. Yeah, Lex is doing a mixtape. Didn't he just do Shadow King too? Yeah, he's got a lot of shit going on. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of Extra. Yeah, I'd have to say Apezilla. I fuck with it. I still think that Apex was dope, though. Anybody see Kelly Green's last video? Dude, I haven't seen Kelly Green's videos in a fucking minute. He's done a few unboxings that I had seen, but I remember when he had the mask on, I never got to see him unveil his face. Like, I just went to go check him out after my hiatus. I was like, oh, he took his mask off. Weird. Didn't expect that. But we're over an hour now, guys. My voice is going hoarse. I'm going to go fucking finish my show here real quick, grab some food. It was great catching up with you guys. Make sure you spread the word. I'm not about the beef. I'm not about to condone some shit. But that's not going to fuck with anything. It's really hard to explain, I know. Basically, I do what the fuck I want when I want. And I'll work with whoever I want. Send them my way. I can find a plug for you. Use the connect. You got to remember, I've done this shit for a year, man. Making fucking connections. Those are your connections. I did that shit for favors. I don't rap, so I don't need a verse. I don't need a hook. I got you. You want Gordy on your track? Let me the fuck know. You want some other shit popping off? Let me the fuck know, and we'll get to work. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sid Jones. If you ain't down with any of this, seriously, fuck what you think. I'm going to see you guys on the road. Promise you.